it made me want it, I had to type in everything by hand instead of copying and pasting it, and I'm just waiting for IT to say yes, they have started the live stream. We're good to go. Sorry for the wait.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Well, welcome everybody again. We obviously have had some technical issues this morning, this afternoon, getting all of our commission members in and perhaps some of the panelists and going live with the recording and everything. But we are ready to call today's session, September 20th, 2021 of the North Carolina Property Tax Commission to order. And let me start by introducing our commission members. I have Commissioner Vice Chairman Terry Wheeler, and Terry, give us a hand signal or something. There you go. And then we have Commissioner Bill Peasley, Commissioner Alex Guest, Commissioner June Michaud. I'm Chairman Bob Hunter, and also with us is our General Counsel and Secretary Steve Pelfrey, our court reporter Linda Garrett, and our staff person who is also host our WebEx is Alexander Bendette. Alexander, we haven't done this in a while. Have you changed your name since you got married, or how do I refer to you?
No, it's still the same. I don't want to mail my driver's license and passport and birth certificate to the Social Security office. So until I can get an in-person appointment, I will not be doing that.
Okay, that's fine. You let us know if anything.
I will.
All right. I think I remember you telling us that maybe last time.
Yep.
Okay. Well, everybody has a copy of the agenda of the commission members, I think, and it's printed on there, the statement about any conflicts of interest. So rather than read that, I assume anybody has read it. If you have not and want it to read it, please signify. And if you have a conflict of interest or appearance of conflict of interest, please signify. Seeing none, we will then proceed to today's agenda. The first item was to be from Davie County, Bonzo Farm Service, Inc. And that was a motion to dismiss filed by Davie County. And I understand now that that's been withdrawn. The first calendar I got showed that it's still active, but Steve, has that one been withdrawn?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I spoke with Mr. Spillman on Friday, and he told me that he wanted to withdraw that appeal. And so we will close that as withdrawal and send him a letter to that effect.
Okay.
And then the county was
So it's not
notified
the
as well.
motion to withdraw from the county. Well, the motion to dismiss from the county was not going to be withdrawn. It's going to be the appeal is going to be withdrawn. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. The underlying appeal was withdrawn, and so the motion became
would be withdrawn. Okay. All right. Let that so be noted. And then the second case is from Iredell County for today, and that's Frank DeFelice in that matter. And Steve, correct me if I'm wrong on this. That's a case that we previously heard, and Mr. DeFelice filed an appeal, and we have I think Ms. Valdez, are you on?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I am.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ms. Valdez. As I understand it, now I can see you. Fine. Hey, as I understand it, Mr. DeFelice has filed a Rule 2 motion for extension of the rules or waiver of the rules to allow him some additional time. So since he's filed that with the Court of Appeals, Steve, I assume that we need to continue that motion since that, I assume, is a matter that's before the Court of Appeals now. Is that your understanding?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I actually I have not gotten confirmation from the clerk yet that anything has been filed at the Court of Appeals. Our office has not received, was not served with any motion if it was filed. We've not received anything at the commission since the initial notice of exceptions was filed. So I don't know whether or not anything actually has been filed.
Well, we did get an email indicating that he's filed something, I believe, on Friday. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue that matter, and then we'll see what happens. And Ms. Valdez, once we can determine something there, you may want to inquire with the Court of Appeals to see if something's been filed, and then we can recalendar that matter when it's when we know it's something that we can hear. Your motion was to dismiss it for his failure to comply with the rules on his filing of appeals to the North Carolina Court of Appeals, and his email said he filed it, and we'll just have to, I guess, verify that. So we'll continue, and between you and Steve, maybe we can find out something by our next meeting as to whether or not that appeal will go forward or it will be dismissed. Okay, thank you, Ms. Valdez.
thank you.
So there's nothing else on that matter, is there, Steve?
Sorry. No, sir, there's nothing further.
Okay. All right. That actually completes our formal agenda today. As you remember, this week got changed. We were scheduled for in-person, and due to the COVID pandemic that's going on and gotten worse in the last month, in the last couple of months, I guess, hopefully to soon get better. We've had to go to virtual hearings, and we had the Carolina Panthers Stadium case from Mecklenburg County originally scheduled this week. And so once we could not have an in-person live hearing, we contacted them and both parties, and they indicated that they would like a continuance and to when we can have a live hearing. That is a very complicated case, I understand. So that one has been continued until we can go back to live hearings, which we'll talk some more about, I think, maybe tomorrow in our administrative session. But appears it may well be January before we consider going back live. Steve, unless you need to update us on anything before tomorrow, is that something we can talk about at our administrative session tomorrow?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Also, we have moved the administrative session from Thursday till tomorrow. Also tomorrow, you may remember we had the Harris Teeter case, which we decided, and that was appealed. It went to the Court of Appeals, and they affirmed our decision on a 2-1 opinion, and that then went to was appealed to the North Carolina Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court issued a ruling after our last meeting in which they affirmed the Court of Appeals decision, which affirmed our decision. There was a dissent in that case. It was actually a 4-3 decision in that case. So I've asked Steve, and I think everybody should have received a copy of our decision, the Court of Appeals decision, and the Supreme Court decision. And so Steve can kind of lead us on a discussion of that tomorrow. And any of you who can may want to review that, all of them, and look at them, and then we'll have a discussion of those tomorrow and how that may impact us going forward. Did everybody get that information from Steve? Okay, it appears everybody has it. Steve, is there anything else that we need to do today?
No, Mr. Chairman, I don't believe there's anything more for the record or anything more that needs to be covered until tomorrow.
All right, we'll have our administrative session tomorrow. Any other commission member have anything? Okay, we'll see you in the morning at 9:30 in the morning. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of the day.
Did you
Take care,
say
Ross.
9:30?
9:30. Isn't that the right time? Or
It's
is it
not what the
9?
calendar says.
Is it 9?
Normally 9, right?
9, I'm sorry, I'm off. It's 1:30 on Mondays. It's 9 on the rest of the days. Thank you. That's what a good vice chairman is for, Terry, to keep the chairman straight when he screws up. All right. Thank you. I'll see you in the morning at 9 a.m.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.
Thank you, Alexandra.